There is the Selogriyo Temple. This is the statue of Ganesh, son of God Shiva. Ladies and gentlemen, at the moment we are exactly in front of the Selogriyo Temple, one of the Hindu temple. It has been estimated built between 6 to 7 centuries in Java, and this temple is quite complex, and there are a lot of missing information, missing sources of information has been lost. So this temple has been absolutely renovated by our professional experts here in Indonesia. This temple is only a single part of the temple, and it's a really very small temple. It doesn't mean that this is the temple of the Pemiring, but this is the Hindu. This is the mother of the temple actually. And how can we know that? You can see here that this temple has been provided by the complete teacher of God Shiva as a Dasya, as a guru, and we can also find Durga Antuni here, and it has been sculptured perfectly, and it has been sculptured naturally and completely perfect sculpted to be here. So this is one of the very enough additional information that this temple has been completely done and built by our ancient ancestor. Hanafi, Selogriyo Temple, Magelang.
And meaningful this area is. You hike about 1.5 miles or 2 miles up a relatively steep hill and arrive at the top of a beautiful square temple full of statues, full of meaning, full of symbolism, built around the year 600, which is remarkable. That something this beautiful and this precise could have been built that long. It's also remarkable that there is so much symbolism at every stone you look at.
Yeah.
And you can also see the skill of the architects that built this without any machinery whatsoever, without any calculators whatsoever. They did it all by their minds and by their hands, and came up with something mathematically precise. So it is quite a stunning temple, and it overlooks a valley full of terraced rice fields, which are so hard to describe how beautiful.
Up and up, and it's amazing nature to get this spot. Look how well it's captured. It's magical. It's absolutely extraordinary.
Now we're sitting amidst the foundational stones of what was an old wooden temple.
Yeah.
This stood outside the stone temple.
So this is the base.
This is the base.
Yeah, the base of the wooden column for the class.
It also shows you the continuity of Hinduism, because the beliefs expressed, the symbolism expressed, the poetry expressed 600 years ago is very much the same aspects of the religion now. From what we've learned, very little change.
So
the beliefs are consistent over all of these hundreds of years, 1400 years.
I would like to give you one additional question. And we are trying to talk about our human civilization at this era with our nowadays. We have been living in our millennium era of civilization. If you try to compare, naturally, which one do you prefer? I mean, the standard. If we are talking the standard of their civilization in that time, which one is? Do you think that their civilization has been able to, at least to recover our nowadays civilization? I mean, millennium civilization. How intelligent, how clever they are, you think?
It's a wonderful, complex question because we live in a world that's very complex and competitive and full of stress and full of speed, almost never taking time out to enjoy the moment. You come to the site of some 600 years ago, and you almost instantly feel this sense of harmony, of this serenity with nature, something that clearly the modern world has lost. So one has to wonder whether the modern world, with all of its conveniences and its better health care and all the good things it brings to our lives, is in many ways better than what may have existed in a far less complex time.
Yep.
Who's to judge?
It's very hard.
But we always speed, fast. We never linger and stop. This place, right? You just sit there, you hear this. It's beautiful because you hear the sound of nature. A temple so surrounded by nature. I think it gives you that.
That's actually a fantastic metaphor because the notion of speed means to go past fast.
Yep.
And you see very little. You feel very little when you go past fast. Here, everything is slowed down, almost to an emotional standstill.
Yep.
And you see so much. You enjoy so much. You feel so much. You connect so much. So this notion of speed, of going too quickly, really summarizes what we lose when we go too fast.
Yep.
And what we gain when we slow down, even stop, which one is compelled to do here.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah. Yeah, on the other side, I just would like to let you know, it is commonly found everywhere in Southeast Asia, especially like in Thailand, in Bangkok, for example, and Indonesia, where Hindus and Buddha were quite strongly believed by our inhabitants in that era, So it's commonly found, for example, when you like to meet our guru. No, we are not talking about the temple, we are not talking about God now. Even when you would like to have a guru, usually the student is not that easy to find him because the guru used to be living in the upper position. I mean, by Hindus era, they just like to live in isolated places. They like to be holy. I mean, because when man has decided himself to be a guru, it means he's going to be quite close by to their God. So those being supposed to be a guru or a teacher is actually inspiringly chosen by God, believe it or not, because when we talk about being a guru, then there should be clearly connected between our heart, our inner heart, invisibly seen. You cannot see, just like when you see the material in the fact world, we are talking about the insane. I mean the inner parts of the human being, So guru is actually, perhaps I can say, guru is the representative of God in the earth, also where he's going to acknowledge the other people, especially the student, in order to give the message from God permanently. Yes.
In the West, we've lost a lot of that touch. We've lost touch with our inner self. The guru doesn't exist in the sense that you just described it. There's a movement now in the West to try and get people to slow down and look but it's a long, very difficult road. It's not our culture, which is a shame.
Yeah.
And I think when you come to a place like this, you realize how much of life you lose by going so fast, as you go right by it. So this notion of losing speed is a good thing.
Yep.
Modern civilization is all about going faster and further,
Hmm.
achieving more. This civilization is built on the notion of looking internal. And I think
Yep.
that's very helpful.
Oh, that's a very nice conversation. Yeah, this we are talking about the intellectuality, and internal intellectuality that each of the humans should possess.
We should have.
You know,
Should have.
and in the modern time, this kinds of sense of feeling has been lost. I mean, the many human being has been not being controlled by their own heart. You know, this is what happened in our modern time.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. Thanks for the conversation. Very interesting.
Thank you for bringing
Yeah.
us here.
Yeah. You're welcome,
You're
Richard.
the guru.
No. You are about my guru. Okay. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, here again, Richard and Ingrid has been accompanied by most of our visitors, exactly the older students here. They seem very shy, but I forced them to open up their mess so that they look much beautiful, you know. So please say something. I mean, say something to Richard. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Lots of people. Look how many people.
So he gets busy.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. He definitely gets busy. Where is he? The spot is, yes.
We have made a cafe stop at a simple coffee warung on the way getting back to
Yeah, that's beautiful.
our hotel then.
Oh, this, yeah, the individual.
We like somebody here.
Good time.
Very nice.